Now let's talk about Yoshiko Yamaguchi. She has a few names: Xiang, 𝗶𝗵𝗃, Shirley Yamaguchi, and also Yoshiko Otaka. Later, I'm going to tell you why she has so many names. Both her parents were Japanese, and before she was born, they already moved to China. And Xiang or Yoshiko was born in February of 1920 in China. In 1933, she became the goddaughter of a general, so she has the first Chinese name, Xiang. And then in 1934, she became the goddaughter of another person, and she has her second Chinese name is called 𝗶𝗵𝗃. The reason she became the goddaughter of different people is because of the political situation at that time. So her father has to be friends with people who has the power that can protect the family, and therefore she became the goddaughter of two different people. So with the name 𝗶𝗵𝗃, she went to Beijing and studied in a girls' school. So before she went to Beijing, she already started her singing journey and learned with an Italian vocalist. And then she went to Beijing. Her vocal teacher introduced her to another vocal teacher. And that is the reason we can see her singing technique is so solid, is because she never stopped her vocal training. When she was in Beijing, she joined a shooting project and she went to Shanghai. And she met the composer of Xiang, Guang, in an office. So she took the draft of Xiang and she fell in love with that song. That was 1942. And then in 1944, she made her debut in Shanghai and became an actress and a singer in Shanghai for around 3 years. Her career in Shanghai only lasts for around 3 years is because due to the political situation at that time, she has to go back to Japan. After she went back to Japan, in 1950, she met her first husband, whose name is Isamu Noguchi. And then in 1951, she has the Japanese version of Xiang. That time was after the Second World War, and the economy in Japan was not very good, but still she sold 200,000 of CDs. CD? No, not CD, but the 黑胶唱带 her recordings. We can see that she is very successful in her career. But in 1955, she divorced with her first husband. And in 1957, she met her second husband, Otaka Hiroshi, and then she changed her name to Yoshiko Otaka. The second husband was the secretary of Embassy of Japan in Myanmar that time. She was a journalist, and after that, she became a member of parliament in Japan. The story is not end. Now we are going to talk about the composer Li Guang. Li Guang was not just a composer, he was also a conductor, he was an actor. Before he met Yoshiko, he was already a very famous composer. He wrote songs for many famous singers, including his first wife. The time when he composed Xiang, he lived in Shanghai. And then Yoshiko went back to Japan. Even after the Second World War, he continued to develop his career. You know what? He actually came to Malaysia. I don't know exactly what he did here, but he actually borrowed some material from the Southeast Asia, but specifically is Malaysia. So 南洋佳偶, we can actually listen to that song. Very interesting, as Malaysian especially. If I'm going to translate it, is going to be South Ocean. 家 is wonderful. O means partner. Now let's fast forward to 1981. So that time, Yoshiko was in Japan and she was fully involved in politics. She's no more a performer. And she invited Li Guang to Japan to meet his fans who also liked 𝗃来香 very much. So that time she told the composer that she is very thankful to him because he wrote 𝗃来香and she received an opportunity to record the song and develop her career as a performer, as a singer, and as a film actor. 𝗃来香 was forbidden to publish to the Chinese audience for a while until 1993. The song is published again to the Chinese audience. But one day before the work is being published, the composer passed away. So here is the story about 𗃃来香, the story about the singer, and also the story about the composer.